But that Diana interview, the disgraced journalist Martin Bashir went on to interview Michael Jackson in 2003.
And now the late singer's family are demanding an apology and threatening legal action. They say Bashir tricked the singer just like he did to Princess Diana.
Michael Jackson's nephew Taj joins us now from Los Angeles. Thank you for your time. What do you think is wrong with your uncle's interview with Martin Bashir?
Well, I don't even know what's right about it in terms of, luckily my uncle had a separate camera filming during all the 8 months. And if you watch the take two, what you weren't meant to see, Michael had a rebuttal video and you can totally see the journalistic integrity go out the door by Martin Bashir. He praised him behind the scenes, and then through voiceover and deceitful editing, basically shaped a narrative that Michael was dangerous and implied certain things. I was just watching that footage, and what they don't say in terms of the share the bed, is you can have my bed if you want, sleep in it. I'll sleep on the floor. It's yours. I always give the beds to the company, but they cut it right before that so that all you hear is share your bed.
Right. So you've always believed the interview is unethical, and the allegations of Martin Bashir being unethical and deceiving Princess Diana really doesn't surprise you at all.
Unfortunately, it didn't, and we've been waiting for this since 2003. I think now the world is seeing how unethical Martin Bashir can be with forging documents. My uncle was supposed to have final cut. There's a document in question where it doesn't even look like my uncle's signature on it for the final cut. My uncle never saw the final cut. He was promised to see it. And so there's a lot of things that need to be investigated in that way, because that documentary led to that trial, which led, I know we'll get to this.
So you think he forged the signature?
I'm saying that when that was brought up in court in 2005, he hid between the journalistic shield law, and he did not answer that question.
So there's also allegations that Bashir produced a letter, apparently from Diana, to get the interview in the first place? To
get the trust, yeah. My uncle, just like the world, adored Princess Diana. It was someone that had done great things for people, was very charitable, and was a friend. So it was almost like, well, if she's endorsing him, then I'm in good hands. And I think that was to the detriment of him in a way. Okay. Because when someone has sinister motives, you don't know what they're thinking, and you kind of go against your better judgment. And so that's what happened. And it wasn't just he showed it to my uncle. He showed it to my uncle's publicist and another person that was my uncle's friend, trying to get them to get a meeting with my uncle through them as well. And they've gone on record and talked about it in interviews.
You say this documentary led to Michael Jackson's death. Why do you say that?
One of the main factors, yes, 100%. It's not a theory. I actually moved to Neverland during the trial. When Martin Bashir's documentary led to Tom Sneddon, who was the DA, feeling confident enough with the public outcry to go after my uncle again. That 2005 trial, that devastated my uncle. That you can literally see him throughout those months deteriorate right in front of people's eyes. And it also tainted the one place that my uncle built to kind of reclaim his childhood. It tainted it. And so he never considered it home again. And he never considered the place that he had built that for underprivileged kids and Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now that place wasn't home anymore. So it was a man without a home. And so I think it was the start of a downfall in terms of I would say there was jail, and my uncle escaped that because he was innocent, and as the court said. But then there's public jail, which is, the public opinion jail. He never escaped that. And that was the problem. He couldn't do things financially and other things because in the court of public opinion, he was still in jail.
Yeah. Okay, well, they're pretty damning allegations you've put to us. Taj, thank you very much for sharing that.
I really appreciate you guys.